Okay, look at this guy. He won a bracelet. He won a WSOP bracelet. You've been playing at least tournament poker. I mean, this is a ridiculously impressive. Since 2006 is when you first. It shows on the Hendon Mob that you started playing poker in 2006. Were you playing cash games or stuff before, or was this when it all started?
No, I never played cash games in my life. I never was a cash game player. Like I never stood for that. I never got involved. Like I don't like to play cash games more than like 2 or 3 times a year. I don't like that. Sometimes when I'm in Vegas, I play some limit hold and cash games, like old school stuff, you know.
Okay.
But I don't like to play. I started to play in 2005. I got in touch with the game in 2005, and then I was in really bad financial situation. You know?
Okay.
Like I was just got married. I got my first daughter, and it was a tough moment for me because I didn't have money. I have to support my family, and then the poker shows up for me in a way that it could make difference for me, like something that I would be taking care of my schedule and everything that could be around that. And then I decided to like really engage. And 2006, at the end of 2006, I decided to become a professional poker player. 2007, I signed with Poker Stars. That was a really like a lucky moment for me,
right?
Because I didn't have anything in terms of titles and winnings that should be on that spot in that moment, you know, because Poker Stars was looking for somebody in Brazil. In that time, Poker Stars was hiring like Greg Hammer, Chris Moneymaker, all these guys that won the main event of the World Series. But they are looking for somebody that could be recognized in Brazil in the poker community.
Yeah.
And I was in the right time, in the right moment. For you that you're American, you take the gamble stuff, the gamble word, the perception about gambling. It's not a bad thing like we have in Brazil. Right. It's not negative.
It's still a little bit. It's sort of uncharted, but it's accepted. People do it. There's casinos. There's Las Vegas. Yeah. There's understanding.
But at least when I talk about gamble here in US, I feel that like there is some kind of coolest thing.
Yeah.
Like you're a cool guy. You are taking risks.
It's fun. Yeah.
Everything in Brazil, no, Brazil is completely like a bad perception. It's like you were addicted. You're gonna be in trouble.
Right.
You outlaw, you know. So it's a bad way. So when I told them that I would play poker, it was a tough moment. Not for Paula, because Paula was always on my side, and she like we were in so bad shape, you know, that she said, "Man, come on, it can be worse, you know. So try it." And then I had her support, but my mom was very concerned about it. Yeah. My father in that time, I had a life like I spent my life away from my father. You know, my father was not with my mom, and he was like traveling around the world, and he passed away in 2011, the same year that I won the bracelet. He passed away.
Yeah.
And but it was like I was tough in that moment, but I was pretty confident that it could work, you know. And then I convinced my mom, I convinced my aunties, all the people around me that was talking something bad about poker. The only way to convince somebody is with results, you know. If you're bringing money to the table, they are like looking in the good way, you know. I believe that like there is people who you have to decide if you are a player or if you're not a player, you know. Like people who is a player, they have the same energy, the same kind of mind, the same like concept spirit, you know. Because when you're a player, doesn't matter which game you're talking about, you're gonna face the same problems like tilting and mind problems in general, organization, money. It's gonna be all the same. You're gonna face problems in the work that you have, in the job that you have, because you're a player and you wanna play. You wanna keep playing all the time, and emotionally you're gonna have the same weakness in all the games. So it's very similar. Everything is very similar around esports and poker, but the benefits are great in a similar way. You know, like you have adrenaline. You're gonna be excited to be playing and not being your regular job, like working a bank or something like that. Yeah. So it's amazing. Like I'm in contact every day with the CS:GO players from Furia, and they are living a dream. You know, they are not making a money right now that could put them in a completely like a comfortable zone for the future. You know?
Right.
But they are like
Yeah, they're learning,
they
they're
wanna be
growing,
there,
they're
you know.
building something,
Exactly.
they're getting
and they see their friends
camaraderie.
like working in a factory, working in a
Right.
store. You know, it's a man.
Yeah.
Thanks God that I'm here. You know, so it's great. Like everything's it's around games. You have to learn like how to lose in a way that I don't believe that there is any other career or any other profession that they're gonna teach you like
Mm-hmm.
sports in general, like mind sports, esports, everything. Because like if you see the true fact about it, like you're gonna keep losing. You know, like I'm gonna travel to Monte Carlo right now to lose, probably to lose,
Mm-hmm.
because this is the statistical way that we live.
Yeah.
In the end of the year, or in the end of some period, you're gonna be winner, you're gonna be profitable. But like it's very tough to handle to lose day by day. You know,
Yeah.
like start an online session and like $1,000 down, and then the next day again and $2,000 down. It's like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
It's like I learn and I not just learn, but like I'm excited about this kind of life, and there is a lot of people that they are excited in the same way.
And Sheffield 16 asks, where does Akkari see poker in Brazil in 5 and 10 years? We have seen a big growth from Brazil online and live recently, that's for sure. Where do you think in 5 years, 10 years, do you think
like I think we're gonna keep growing, Chef. You're gonna keep growing in the next 5 and 10 years because we didn't reach like a huge amount of people comparing with some other sports in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Brazil is a soccer country, you know, everything's around soccer. All the other sports like people doesn't care, media doesn't care,
Mm-hmm.
and but poker is like growing in a different way when you compare with some other sports in the past. So I believe we have like we're gonna be double in number of players in the next 10 years. And what would be nice, what's gonna be nice in my opinion, is like people around the world is gonna be recognizing Brazil,
Mm-hmm.
because there is no other country in the world that like poker is being taken care of better than in Brazil. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there is no other country, even US, that we have more poker classes, more coaching, more poker teams. Brazil is huge around that, so we're gonna see the result of that in the next 5-10 years. You know, and we're gonna have people like in the Hall of Fame. We're gonna have people winning bracelets, winning main event of the World Series. So then everybody's gonna looking more to Brazil. The media around the world is gonna look to Brazil because right now they avoid that or they don't see it. It's coming, but it's gonna be great.
Absolutely. How do you feel about heads-up displays?
Yeah, like I don't know if you saw that. You've seen the last two weeks. Like
No.
I posted something about HUD, and like
You were saying it was good or bad?
No, I said that it's bad. Like I'd like to the websites cut it out. You know. Like,
I know
yeah.
Party Poker is looking to get rid of them. It's come publicly. I know PokerStars has considered that, and I think some of the other HUDs.
Yeah,
I think collectively it would be a good.
I had a meeting with PokerStars and in the last week, because it was so huge in Brazil when I told that on Twitter. We got like all the media's talking about that and all the people, and was huge. Saying the both things, like going with me on that and against me as well.
It's complicated, but I think net it would be more encouraging for everyone who doesn't understand it or use it to put it at that level. And if you're a very good player, you know, you're still. Of
course, when some professional heard me saying that, they're gonna disagree, you know. But like, I don't believe that that's not about fair or unfair. It's about what's right. And when you have to face something that you have to decide if it's right or if it's wrong, you have to take like in the same way that we take GTO, you have to take in life, like put in a population way, in a statistical way. Take all the sports, all the sports in general.
Yeah.
I never saw like Dwayne Wade playing basketball with some watch showing them what's has best statistics or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
Like you have a better shoe and you can have a better monitor to play poker. You have a better clothes and you can have a better mouse, but nothing helps in the nature of the game, you know.
Yeah.
And statistics is the nature of the game in poker, so you shouldn't have help on that. You should play like a natural.